Hi guys, this is Vicki. Welcome back to Courtroom Clapbacks. Today we're going to be at Payson Regional Court, where Judge Garvin is overseeing civil traffic violations and other minor violations. Now, this court is not set up to conduct hearings today. He's doing only arraignments where the defendants can plead guilty or not guilty. If they plead not guilty, then a hearing will be set up. But today, the judge is going to meet up with a lady who does not take, "This is not a hearing, ma'am," for an answer. She is bound and determined to plead her case to this judge while people are waiting in line behind her. So it's an interesting case. I think you'll enjoy it. So have you got your popcorn, your snacks, your coffee, your pop set up there so you can enjoy the show? Let's head into the courtroom and see how Judge Garvin handles this lady. Hey, by the way, guys, my YouTube channel is very little. It's very new, and it would mean so much if you would like, subscribe, and even leave any kind of a comments, just so the algorithm can see that there are people who are enjoying my channel. All right, let's head in and see the drama unfold.
You too.
Carrie Gill, civil one.
So this can just be okay. Hello there.
Hello, Your Honor.
All right, so this is case 2024 CT 2102. Could you state your name?
Carrie Gale.
All right, ma'am. So we're here on 2 civil traffic violations that were from October of 2024. What can I do for you?
Well, I didn't know about it, so I got this notice in the mail, which shocked me. I had no idea this was going on, and I would have taken care of it immediately. So I called court, talked to Garrett, who gave me the information I needed on it.
Okay.
And I was trying to recall the stop. I do remember Erickson, he stopped me for a cracked headlight, windshield,
Okay.
a year and a half before I got it fixed.
Okay.
And then he pulled me over almost in the same place on this date
Okay.
for a cracked windshield, is what he said.
Okay.
And he said, and I didn't remember when I was talking to the bailiff that he said I had an expired driver's license,
Okay.
which I didn't know. So
Okay.
he said all I had to do was take care of it, and that was it. And I was going, well, that's weird. So don't I have to prove it to somebody? Well, a year and a half before, when I got the windshield fixed, he said, you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
And it's, a sheet of paper this size. And so I do not recall that he asked me to sign anything. He said all I had to do was renew the license. I didn't know, and I know for certain my registration was in that car. It always is. And I have multiples, in fact, registrations. I just stick them all in the same envelope, and
So-
there they are.
So on the citation that's in front of me, to answer a couple of questions, what he cited was no registration and no driver's license. And the registration showed expired 6 of 2024. The ticket was in 10 of 2024. So months after that.
So it was that was also expired.
Pardon me?
He's saying that my registration was also expired?
Yes, and it was showing expired on the
Okay.
date that October 15th is when he stopped you. And it was expired 6 of 2024.
Then why did he tell me I didn't have to do anything and didn't ask me to sign anything?
So that's what I do not know. So you can, so it defaulted, but if you're challenging that you weren't served, then I'll allow a hearing to take place.
What does it mean not served?
Well, he shows that you were served. This is the ticket where it says, without admitting responsibility, I acknowledge receipt of the complaint. So he provided that to you, and it gave a court date of November 20th of 2024 at 9 o'clock. Of course,
I didn't know
you
about
didn't show, and so then it
Yeah,
defaulted. It
I was
automatically entered and defaulted
totally
against
unaware.
you.
And I've been emailing back and forth with somebody here in the court, but
Yeah.
they didn't tell me who they were.
And that's on purpose.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured it probably
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going
So
according to that, but
here's your choices. You can request a hearing and challenge the service of it, or what he said or did or whatever, or you are responsible for it and it's already defaulted and all of this is due.
why didn't he ask me to sign something?
I can't speak for him of what he did or didn't do. You can request a hearing. I'll allow that to happen. I normally don't because the case is so old, but since it says served without your signature, I would say, hey, your signature's right here.
Yeah, really?
But a lot of times they just do serve. They don't. You don't have to sign it. So
If I had signed it, I would have realized there's got to be something more than what he said, because all he said I had to do was reinstate what was
yeah.
missing.
So if you want a hearing, we can schedule you a hearing. And then he'll come in and talk about what happened, you'll talk about what happened, and me or another judge makes a decision on that.
Well, I'd like to understand that, because honestly, I've never had something like this happen.
Okay, so you
They
want a
ask
hearing?
you to sign, and then you know you've got to do something.
Okay,
But he
well,
kept saying all
so
I
it's
had to
not
do was that.
So it's not required, so I wanna make sure you understand that.
Well,
They
it's
don't,
not required.
your signature.
I thought if you didn't sign for it, you just had to go to jail right then and there.
No more TV. Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I didn't get it from
It's a
television.
civil offense. If it was criminal, that would be different.
I see.
That is a jailable when you don't sign a criminal one, but a civil one is not the case. They can just type in served and provide a copy of it to you, so.
Okay.
And I don't, sometimes they do that and sometimes they don't. So if I see a signature, I'll say, well, didn't you sign for it? And I don't see a signature, so I can't say that. So I don't know, but and I also can't have you tell me what he said.
Right.
So you can have a
You're saying-
hearing and you can say your part and he can say his part, and then a judge makes a determination.
Well, if I do that, I'll have, and he comes out on top. I'll have to pay the 700 and whatever it is that it's ballooned into. This little matter turns into a huge big deal because he didn't ask me to sign for it, and I didn't know I had to do anything, and he kept reiterating, and I.
Ma'am, you're trying to give a trial right here. It ain't gonna happen. You keep telling me the same thing over, and I can't have you can't tell me what he told you. He's not here to say that I didn't say that. So if you want a hearing, then I absolutely can
Okay, so
hear
what
the-
I'm asking then, let me rephrase that. If I go for the hearing and the court
If you're found
finds,
responsible, then the fines are due, correct.
and I don't get any relief.
If you're
from
found
the fine.
responsible for the violations, no. I mean, the fines are imposed.
But they're the same as what it says on the paper there.
You're talking about the default?
Yeah, where it says they want 800 bucks.
So the violations, if you're found responsible, no current registration, 2532A. That's a $587 fine. The no driver's license is 3151A. $149 violation.
So it could go down to about $100 less than what they're saying they want now, right?
I guess, I don't
Where am
know.
I getting this 700 and something? It must be on something
Well,
else.
yeah, that would be right. It goes just, it's 587 and 149.
Yeah, it's not on this. It must be on the thing they emailed me when my printer wouldn't print it.
If you're found responsible for both of them, it's $736.
That's a little bit less than what they're asking. And if I said I was, if I pled, say, whatever it is I plead today, to say sort of like guilty, but I didn't know I was
Yeah,
guilty.
either responsible or not responsible.
Okay, so if I plead not responsible, is there any relief for this amount of money that they want?
So we
Because I
can't,
got this taken care of. I got my,
ma'am,
sorry,
we're not gonna have the hearing here.
sorry.
There's people waiting behind you and you're telling me the same thing again.
I'm just
What I
saying
wanna
in
tell
my
you is
pocket,
your
I've
two
got
options, I don't need to hear anymore.
Okay,
Your two options are to plead responsible or not responsible. I can't negotiate with you to figure out how you wanna plead. I can't tell you, okay, I'll hold this fine back a little bit, or this one, but can't do that.
it
If you're
seems
found
like you were doing that
responsible,
for people that were before you just a few
the ones that are
minutes
pleading
ago.
responsible.
Okay,
Yeah, yours is already defaulted because it's 2 years old.
so there's nothing I can do.
Yes, there is. You can plead responsible or not responsible.
Oh, there it is, right there. That's what I was seeing right here.
Yep.
This one is a little bit more.
Okay, that's because of the default, you know, the payment for the collections and all that.
Just can't see how this could happen. Okay,
Well,
so
you have the right to have a hearing.
if I want a hearing, yeah, I'll say not responsible because
So what I'll do is I'll set aside the judgment that occurred and get you scheduled for a civil traffic hearing.
Okay, and I apologize.
But you don't have to apologize. I can't have the trial right now.
I understand. I don't know. I'm really upset by having this happen.
So we just have her go to the front?
Yeah, go to the front. We're going to set aside the default judgment and set for a civil traffic hearing. All right, ma'am. So they're going to help you at the front counter
Okay.
to pull the judgment out. That's already been done because of the default, and then give you a civil traffic hearing date. Okay, and then we'll subpoena the officer and let him have a hearing.
I want to give you a compliment, Your Honor.
Okay.
You are so patient.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That patience permeates this whole courtroom. Everybody is calm, and I think it's because of you.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope to keep that demeanor like that. So.
Yeah.
All right, at the front counter.
So there you have it. What a case, huh? I felt sorry for her. I have actually had my license plates expired, my tags expired before, but never for months at a time. It seems like that would kick in, but hey, the busier you are, the harder it is to remember something like that. My husband has a reminder app that all day long seems like it's going off to remind him of one thing after another. I don't have that because that would make me nervous to have that going off. I write things on a calendar. How do you guys remember things that are important? Do you write them down? Or do you have a great memory? My daughter has such an awesome memory. She can remember things like phone numbers that we had when she was a little girl. Just anything. She's a nurse, and that really comes in handy when it comes to doing medications and making up their milligrams or whatever. She can remember everything. But anyway, it was so cute when she said, I thought if I didn't sign a ticket that I would have to go to jail right then and there. And the judge said, only on TV, ma'am. That was cute. And it was just sad to me how much money this has accumulated to become around $800. It's just horrible. And that would make me just as upset as it made her. And she wanted so much for someone to set it aside right now, but hopefully in hearing someone will have mercy and give her favor. So what do you guys think? Did the judge handle it right? He actually didn't have a lot of leeway to change anything. Either plead guilty, responsible, not responsible. We either set a hearing or we don't. So that was cute, though. I enjoyed watching this one. How about you guys? All right. So on that note, as far as this case goes, until she gets to her hearing, this case is closed. You guys have a great day.